Hi, First Lady's Kitchen family. I am in the garden, as you can see, and I am having some issues with my gardening this summer. I planted some tomatoes, and I have not seen any progress. As you can see, I just basically had to sort of just till up the soil, and I think the best course of action at this point is to just start over. So, you know the old saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And so that's what I'm going to do. I have some tomato seeds here that my sister gave me. And this is the container variety. So I'm going to just, plant these in this raised planter that I have. And I don't know what happened with the other ones. I don't know. They just did not germinate. By now, I planted them early May, late April. By now, I should have had something more than just a little bud. As you can see, this is, some of all that I could, see that was even attempting to try to come up, which, of course, that's just not going to suffice. So I'm just working the soil. And I also have these cherry tomatoes, the large red cherry tomatoes, American seed, that my sister also gave me. Shout out to Life with Ms Dee. So if you haven't already checked out her channel, go ahead and do that. But she's really into gardening, and she's really encouraging me and inspiring me to do this gardening. And so I am going to try again with my tomatoes. And I'm just going to go ahead and just replant. You see, I have these little trellises that I bought basically just from the Dollar Tree. But I want my tomatoes to come up so that they could, kind of grow up on this trellis. And I didn't have any trouble like the last 2 years of gardening. I mean, this is like, I don't know, I think summer number 3 that I'm doing this. So I'm still new at trying to plant. And so I really like to plant food, and I do like to plant some flowers, but mostly food, mostly vegetables that I can enjoy in the summer. Especially those summer vegetables are so good to have fresh from your garden. You can just go out and look at my poor little, they just never did take root like they needed to. So I don't know what happened. You guys leave me a comment and let me know what some suggestions you might have for how to succeed in growing these tomatoes. All right, so now I'm just going to actually I need to do some of this shake and feed, and that's going to help too. So I'm going to do a little of this first, and then I'll get the seeds in. I hope you guys know I am no expert at all. I am definitely an amateur gardener, but I just felt like tomatoes are supposed to be like the easiest thing in the world to grow, the easiest vegetables to grow. And I never had any problems until this year. So I don't know what to do, but I'm just putting a layer of that, and I'm just going to work this into the soil and hope and pray that this will give it some life in this soil to try to make the soil rich and fertilized so that I can actually have some tomatoes this summer. That's really what I want. Tomato is like my favorite summertime. Is tomato a fruit or a vegetable? I guess it's a fruit because it has seeds. We'll see. What do you think? Let me know. But I think tomato is like one of my favorites. It's so versatile. You can do so much. And these are the Roma tomatoes, if you can see. And you can just get these for $1 at your Dollar Tree. But the bad thing about it is, sometimes the seeds just do not come up like they should. And these are the cherry tomatoes. All right, so I hope you guys can see this in the sun, with the sun being so bright. So I'm just going to try my best to work this soil here. Got quite a few little sticks and whatnot in it, so I'm just sort of cleaning this up. And then I'm just going to plant these seeds just in a row, I guess, and hope and pray that I get a better result this time. I tell you. So I like to just kind of create like a row and just plant the seeds in the row. And I tell you guys, I've been so busy, I really don't have time to like hone in on this gardening craft, but it's just like a hobby for me. You guys know, since you've been hanging around with me for a while in First Lady's Kitchen, you know I love to cook more than anything. And a lot of times I cook a lot of the same things, but everybody has their favorites that they like to eat in my house. So I cook a lot of the same things, but nevertheless, I still love to cook, and I love to bake, and I love to try my hand at new recipes. But I'm just so wanting this garden to succeed this year. So that's why I'm just going to plant these little seeds and hope and pray for a harvest. And that's what we do. So I planted these the Roma variety. I planted these. So now I'm just gonna drop these little cherry tomatoes. And I'm hoping that this will come up and that I can have some good, juicy, plump red tomatoes this summer. You guys let me know what you're planting. This is a little bit late because I'm having to sort of start all over. But nevertheless, you know, we're just going to keep plugging away at trying. All right, so hopefully I got all these little seeds in there, and I don't know if you guys could see it, but and then I'm just going to sort of cover. Flatten everything down. I mean, goodness, hopefully this will do the trick, you guys. Family, I tell you, this is rough. It's been a rough summer. I'm trying to do so many things, and I have some traveling to do this summer, working. Of course, we finished school, so now we're out for the summer. If you guys don't know, I'm a professor at a university, but I just love, love, love gardening and cooking. But now that we got this, we've got the shake and feed in there. We've got the seeds in there. Now, Lord, I'm just going to water. Lord, bring the increase. Is that right? If we plant and water, we pray for the Lord himself to bring the increase and to give us the harvest, right? That's what the word says. I'm just going to trust God at his word. I'm trying this again, and I'm going to come back in a few weeks and give you guys an update on these tomatoes. Oh, I love tomatoes. It's my favorite go-to. I love them in salads. I love tomatoes in soups, sandwiches, all kinds of pastas. What would we do without tomatoes? I told my students that tomatoes, that's something that we would never think about, but during the Columbian Exchange, tomatoes came over from the old world to the new world, right? So now we have the benefit of tomatoes. What would we do without pizza, Italian? We love marinara. I'm just watering my squash and zucchini. They look pretty good. They look kind of yellow. I don't know if they're getting too much water or if they are actually not getting enough or maybe too much sun, I could probably move them over into the shade a little bit more. You can see how that one is kind of turning a little bit more brown. So I may need to do a little reading up to see about my squash and zucchini. But you can see the flower underneath there, which is giving me an indication that I may have something coming up soon. And I apologize if you can't see that, but I can see that. See those little flowers, those little buds coming? I think that means that we're gonna have some squash and zucchini soon, you guys. But anyway, I get excited about gardening because, you know, it's like one of those things to where when you see the fruit of your labor, it makes you so happy. This is my lettuce, and it probably needs more water. Lettuce likes to be watered so much. This is the bell pepper. So these are the bell peppers that I planted. I have to kind of look at it and see. And these are supposed to be the cucumber. And I'm having some issues. I was away for a few days and I see that some of this has started to kind of brown. Oh no. But as you guys know, gardening is a full-time job. I'm sure many of you already know that. You kind of have to check on it every day, make sure that it's, you know, watered and enough sunlight, and or you know, just the right amount, I should say, of sunlight. And then you have to be careful because the pests, they want the food more than you do. So the bugs and the spiders, I mean, they want to get in here and try to eat too. So we have to kind of be careful about that and watch for that too. But I don't want the video to be too long, but I want to just give you guys an update. My poor little herb garden, I don't know what happened with it. It may have just not, I don't know, like sometimes you just get a hold of some bad seeds, and I like growing from seeds. I didn't do any transplants this year. I'm just trying to grow everything from seed. So I don't know, maybe they were bad seeds to start with. Who knows, but we'll see. But I'm going to keep plugging away. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep doing the best I can. I do like these containers because it keeps me from having to bend down and get all into the ground. Plus, we have this different kind of soil here. But just one last look at what I did today in terms of just trying my best to replant tomatoes and starting all over again. All right, thank you guys for watching. I will keep you posted on the progress of my gardening. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what is happening with your gardening. Let me know if you have some tips, tricks, or best practices for having a successful garden. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that notification so that you will know every single time I upload a new video. All right, this is what we have, and we hope we have a lot more harvest by the end of this summer. I love you all, and I pray that you all continue to be blessed. Bye-bye now.